tell you what.
Lavender, lavender, lavender.
What's going on with our opening? Did it seem weird to you?
I wasn't paying attention. I was beginning my meditation. By the way, it's much easier to dive into meditation on opiates. Weird. I don't recommend it. It's not a good choice. But
You're not on opiates though right now.
Let the mind be silent. The monkey mind wants to come in. Let's take a deep breath together, Kevin Zucker, and all of our people that are on with us. Here we go. And hold. And exhale. We want the exhale to be longer than the inhalation.
Maybe you can poop.
And exhale.
Maybe the breathing will help with the movement.
So here we are. There's a lot to learn today. There's always a lot to learn in life. Just feel your feet and feel your hands, and more importantly, take notice of your knees. Your knees are wonderful. They're so important. Notice how well they work and function. Our bodies are operating and functioning at optimal levels. My body right now is healing and restoring and reinvigorating and repairing. Ooh, yes, feel the repair. My heart and my blood pressure, they're pumping through my body and bringing nutrients and healing medicine to all my injuries. But we don't have injuries, it's all made up. So let's manifest good health to everybody. Okay, we'll come out of the meditation now because I'm driving Kevin crazy. And now. Ooh, good one, you nailed that. So, hey, how you doing? How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good, my friend. How are you? Have you pooped?
Oh, man.
I know you're on those opiates, but you're not really on the opiates. You're off the opiates as of right now, right? You're
well, I took the last one. I took a quarter of a 5. So what's that? 1.25.
If you're into math, yeah.
1.25 milligrams of oxycodone at 4 a.m. was the last one.
Did the doctor give you any shit about snorting it, or are you still trying not to tell him that's how you take it?
The old days, bro. Dude, I used to back in the day, you could take the time release off. I used to crush them. I would snort 80 milligrams in one line and be like, oh, this is amazing. But I think it's important, if you are some stupid person, well, I don't want to say stupid. If you're still not making good choices in life and you're doing drugs like that, you want to definitely mix it with cocaine, crack cocaine in particular. It's a really good blend. They call that a speedball if you want to do it intravenously. Again, I don't recommend that, but if you
thanks for creating the how-to manual on the Little Lavender project.
I could do the how-to on how to cook amazing rocks up too. But
great.
the point
is asking you how you are. Let's get off this how to cook.
Right, you started it. We talked about pooping. Hi, Denise. Speaking of pooping, good timing on chiming in on that. I'm doing okay, Denise. Thank you for that. Back to the pooping. Let's talk about that. So they loaded me up with the drugs in the surgery. Remember how scared I was?
I do. You were. But you know what? Listen, I gotta be honest. I sent you a little text at about 5:15 in the morning the day you were going in. You responded right away, and I could tell my friend Michael Shapiro, he was there, like he was present with me, and you felt. It felt like you were going to be okay to me right at that moment when I
turned it over.
Text back for you.
I turned it over, but when I got in there, I got a little freaky, with all the lights and the white and the colds freezing in there, and they're going to do a nerve block, right? And I'm going to do an injection in your groin and then behind the knee, and I could feel my anxiety ramp up a little bit. So I took a breath. He goes, "Let me give you a little something." So he added something to the IV, and I was like,
"Ooh." How did you do that again with your finger?
A little something to the IV. It was like,
Oh, nice.
oh man. And so I felt myself
Hold
relax.
on,
And then,
hold on, hold on, hold on. Barbara Brighton just
oh,
let
Barbara
us
Wright.
know that she's here, guys.
Thank you, Barbara. Thanks
We
for
had
letting
to
us know.
stop just to recognize Barbara Brighton, our
We
wonderful
didn't even, we didn't say I didn't say hi to your wife
a
yet. I
couple
didn't say
weeks
hi to
ago.
Patrick. Patrick, what's up, buddy? Aaron,
Hi,
of course,
Patrick.
love, 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 love,
Hi,
and
Denise. Hi, Sonia.
dude,
Sonia sends your wishes that she hopes you're healing well too.
Sonia's she's a veteran at this kind of stuff.
Hi,
She's had
honey.
some of these
Hi,
knee work.
Aaron.
Hi, sweetheart. Mom. Oh, that was a funny thing. Okay, what were we? Okay, so then he put that stuff in, and then he did the injection for the nerve block in my groin. It was
When he
like
put that stuff in, yeah.
it was like holy. I was
Did you
relaxed.
feel it right away? You said you didn't feel it right away.
No, the shot goes. So they do an ultrasound to find the nerve, and
Did
that's
they put the needle in your ball sack like they
no
did?
in the groin, like on
Or
the side here, on the side.
they didn't hold the
Uh,
bean bag and shoot it right through both.
Anyway, then he moves on to do the nerve block behind the knee, and that one didn't hurt as bad. And I said to him, "Hey, man, that didn't hurt as bad? Is that because the nerve block's working?" He goes,
Yeah.
"No, it's just a little less sensitive area, and have a good rest." And then I was out. And then I wake up, it's a 45-minute surgery, short.
Did they do the typical countdown from
No,
count from
no, they
20?
said have a nice rest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it happened like just like that. I think they're over the countdown thing. And when I came to now, of course, they're giving you a lot of drugs when you're doing the surgery. When I came to, my leg is dead for a day and a half, which is a very uncomfortable feeling. Just dead. I couldn't wiggle my toes, no matter how much my little brain tried. I could not wiggle my toes. The pain starts coming in as that nerve block starts coming off. And then opiates for, let's see, so Wednesday, I started 20 milligrams every 6 hours, 5 milligrams. Uh, uh, and then Thursday, same thing. Friday, I elected to cut back to 10 milligrams. I cut them in half, right? So 2.5 milligrams every 6 hours. And then I cut them to a quarter on Saturday. And Sunday I cut them to a quarter, and Sunday, Monday I did a quarter, and that's when I came off of it. Now today's
And
Tuesday.
how's the pain? How's the pain right now? If you had to rate it on a scale
It's-
of 1 to 10, 1 being not so painful, 10 being the most pain you've ever felt. Where
Right
would this
now?
fall?
Right
Yeah.
now, 0.
You have no pain.
No, I've been doing these exercises.
It's the extension of your leg, right?
Yeah,
That's where
when
the
I go,
pain comes in.
when I go to extend it all the way open, there's pain. When I walk, there's a little pain. Now that the
Are you putting
opiates-
weight on it as well?
Oh yeah, no, I walked without the brace today.
Wow.
These exercises, I don't want to talk about that because emotional pain, physical pain, we are wired to avoid pain, right? That's part of our. Are you going to go to sleep on that?
Oh wait,
this is
sorry.
good
Go
stuff.
ahead, keep going.
Oh,
I'm enamored by this
fucking
next phase of the conversation. Go ahead.
Well,
keep going.
we got to go back to the pooping because that's important. But well, you get constipated, as you know. That's why you're making fun of me. But no, there's a correlation here because I've been doing a lot of work with Jolie in therapy, and there's emotional pain that we put on the shelves and forgotten about and put away. We think it doesn't affect us. The only way to really understand these nuanced, subtle survival mechanisms, coping mechanisms, whatever you want to call them, defense mechanisms. The only way to really understand them is to go pull that box off the shelf and go into that old school emotional pain that maybe happened in childhood, and it's uncomfortable, and people don't like to do that work. When it comes to, thank you, Denise. When it comes to physical pain, it's the same idea. And with rehab and doing physical therapy, you got to go into the pain, man. Right? You got to go into it. Like I had to meet with the PT. I was in PT on Friday, 2 days after the surgery. And the stuff he did really, really hurt, but he showed me what okay pain was. Like I thought I was hurting myself and I really couldn't, my muscles would shut down when I'm trying to do it, to stretch it or whatever. But now that I know that pain is okay, and that pain threshold with the oxycodone was probably, it would still hit maybe I don't know, 4 or 5, kind of a little jolt. I felt the most pain last night, and I'll tell you why. I'm dreaming. Got the pillow between my legs. I'm sleeping on my side. I'm sleeping, coming off I did the oxycodone at 4. This is probably like maybe 5 in the morning or something. And when you feel like you're falling or you jump, my whole body went swing, and my leg shot straight out, and it extended it, and like it was like bam, and I was up. I was like, holy shit. So, yeah, and now that the oxy's coming out of my body, I'm feeling it, and I can't take ibuprofen. You know why that is, Kevin?
Michael, tell me, please. I'm
don't
all
know?
ears. I'm here for the next 38 minutes, so please
Why,
fill me in.
why you got to put a limit on it?
Well, there's no limit. I'm just talking about
38
average. Yeah,
38
law of averages. We're hanging out for about 38 minutes today. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to be done on this rampage after this
No,
conversation.
please. This is
when we got to talk about poop stuff.
titillating.
Well, to some people it might be, maybe not you.
I
Don't
know
give a
it
shit.
is.
Because we're going to talk about what you got
Shut
coming
up
up.
and keep talking. Jesus.
Oh, you can't do ibuprofen when you do PRP, right? And for people that don't know, PRP is where they draw your blood, they spin it, and they inject it back in. It's supposed to help with the healing process. So they did that during the surgery, right? I elected to have that done. So no ibuprofen. So I'm doing Tylenol. And the muscle relaxers are not too bad either. They relax you a little bit, right?
So. You know, can you do nitrous?
I imagine you can do whatever you want. Should you? That's another question.
Well, you could do some nitrous. That'll help you.
Yeah. Well,
good.
You mean like out of a whipped cream can, or actually?
Yeah, you got some dentist friends that can send some nitrous over to the house.
You ever do nitrous on ecstasy?
You know, it's really funny. I've never. What's up, Kev?
What's up,
How are
Kev?
you, my friend? I miss you, my brother. No, I've never done nitrous on ecstasy. This just, we should have called this podcast instead of a little lavender. We should have called it an ex-addict and a prude, because that would have been perfect.
You're pretty straight, right? You're pretty straight.
I've smoked marijuana. That's all I've ever done, and I don't even do a lot of that. Like I can't even tell you the last time I did it, but I was so deathly afraid of any sort of controlled substances that I never really experimented in that world.
Huh. Well, you're right. We're very different in that. I've did everything. Well, ecstasy is, whatever. And I'm not promoting or condoning drugs. I think I'm not against them, because I think the life can be explored. But I think, nitrous on ecstasy it's going to sit you down in your seat. I don't recommend it. Anyway, so moving on. You want to talk about poop? Because this will transition right into your thing coming up.
You're like one of the great composers of all time that writes movements, and we are eager to hear what your last movement you wrote was.
So that was eloquent and very smooth. You're smooth, man.
Nice, like a movement.
Smooth move. Yeah, smooth move.
There you go.
Great tea, by the way, if you need some movement. Yeah, so I was taking stool softeners from day one as recommended, but like nothing, man. I mean, I thought I was having a baby and there was a little peanut in the toilet. It was very unsatisfying. Yesterday, so what's that, like day 5 or whatever? My mother, my stepmom, my dad's wife, brought over some
Laura
castor oil. Castor oil?
Yeah, good stuff.
Is it for castors, like, on wheels on chairs?
Castor bean, I believe, right? It's the oil.
I don't know.
It comes from the bean, and listen, in the 1920s and 30s, people lived on that crap.
For movements, or for what?
I learned that on the TV show Little Rascals back in the day. They were always giving the kids castor oil for
their hair, to make their hair all stick out.
They would make faces like this.
But what were they giving the kids the castor oil for?
I don't know.
Was it a product placement deal back in those days? They just want everybody drinking that crap. Anyway, I took a little swig of it, and I didn't measure it. My dad said, "You could take a tablespoon." That's it.
Sonia said they wouldn't give her the block because she was herself. Sonia, we wouldn't want you any other way but being yourself. 24 hours later, I think she meant she was by herself.
Oh, the block. They wouldn't give her the nerve block.
24 hours later, she didn't take the painkillers. It was in horrible pain.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Your doctor's sick. He called laughing. What an asshole!
I'm not a doctor, but I would have told you take some pain pills, Sonia.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, well, I did ask that. I asked that on the pre-op. I said, "Hey, can I get through this with Advil?" And she goes, "Oh, no, not possible." But our friend Sonia,
and you can't take the Advil.
Well, that was before we discussed doing the PRP. So that would, but
PCP you were taking.
PCP. So the castor oil got some movement going, and then it got some more movement going, and then yesterday was a glorious day because I got to clean out. Although I wasn't eating very much.
Hey, when you were sliding into third, did you feel a little turd diarrhea?
So you're going to you've made an appointment, which I'm proud. You should be proud of yourself. It's scary to do. A lot of people ignore this thing, and we've talked about it on the program a lot because of my experience. and to get checked out. And you have an appointment it's the pre-appointment for the colonoscopy.
Next week, Wednesday, so a day after our podcast next week,
Yeah.
I am going in for my pre-appointment.
Okay.
Do they have a colonoscopy?
They have an appointment date set too for the actual procedure?
Not yet. I'm guessing that we'll make it then and there.
Yeah, I can't remember.
If they can do it the next day, I'm going to do it the next day.
Unlikely.
You know what I decided I'm going to do? Just because you guys have gotten.
You're going to swallow a Hot Wheel?
No, I'm not. I'm going to tell them I took all the prep stuff, and I'm not going to take any of it.
Oh, they won't do it. The minute.
Oh, yeah.
No. If you shit on them.
No, I'm clean down there.
You're not, dude. It's
I wipe. Dude, you could eat off my tail. You trust me?
I'm sure that your ass skin is clean.
I have underwear that looks like an Italian restaurant tablecloth. It's red and white checkerboard, and you could eat dinner off my tail. Tell me about that. How clean it is.
What's Michael saying? I'd rather just die of butt cancer. That's not responsible, Michael. Come on, put his comment up there.
Butt cancer.
Yeah, you should. Let's elaborate on that.
We're gonna see if we can do the podcast live from my colonoscopy. I think that would be great.
Dude, look what Denise said. I was thinking about moving to New Zealand, but I'm thinking, where'd she go? Put her up.
She said no drugs are allowed in New Zealand.
Is that true? No pharmaceutical. Really, Denise? That's interesting.
I think pharmaceuticals are a little different than what you're talking about. You're talking about heroin and ecstasy.
Oh,
Michael has
been through cancer.
You have 2 times.
Okay, so you're probably an advocate then of preventative and going and getting a colonoscopy, not knowing what kind of cancer you went through. I'm glad that you made it. Congratulations on being a survivor. But no pharmacy. Yeah, no pharmacy drugs. Interesting.
Yes to pharmacy drugs. Yes.
Oh, yes to pharmacy
drugs.
I don't read well.
How are they going to treat people with no pharmacy drugs?
Maybe they're hardcore there, man.
Fucking die of this infection you just got.
Look at Sonia. Sonia didn't do any drugs on her knee surgeries.
Sonia didn't do drugs because she was just herself. Oh no, she wouldn't do the block because she was just being herself.
I don't understand
Barbara,
that.
listen. This I don't need to hear this shit. Come on, Barbara. Why?
Oh wow. Listen,
why?
Yeah, this isn't good right now.
I got anxiety. Yes, it is.
Listen, Kevin, I want to help you through this, okay?
Okay. Here we go.
So when you go in, and I know it's a little scary and everything, but it's just like flying, okay? Commercially, it's just like that.
Shut up, Michael.
Just riding the coattail of Barbara Brighton.
I had no clue, my friend. 28-year cancer survivor, rectal colon cancer. He's 27.
Wow, young.
Congrats too. It's a big thing.
Yeah, man. Now I know why he's such an asshole. Oh,
Sonia snorted the oxy too. So
I did take the oxy. Good. Yeah. Okay. Good.
That's good. Thanks,
that's a nasty. That's a nasty drug, man. It really is, and it is just like heroin. What do you mean? If I get it the 3rd time, I'm done. Oh, because he's been fighting for a long time. Yeah, right.
He's had the bullshit.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Michael. I guess maybe you're meant to be an angel, and it's one of those things. Yeah. Look at it made me think. You had me watch that TV show Pitt, right? You're like, oh, you should watch Pitt.
It's a good show, right?
Well, I just watched the first episode, but it puts things in perspective.
You didn't binge it?
No, it didn't.
Did you not have the time? Are you
know something? I didn't appreciate the production quality of it. It was a little. Yeah. There's certain cameras that are used that don't. They kind of take. I can't disappear into it per se, But I'll give it another shot. There's a lot of other good TV.
Spend reality like that and just get into a good.
Yeah, I can. But I guess maybe it has to do with my state, right? It was too much at the time.
Right, could have been.
Yeah, but that's real trauma. Imagine, a lot of people, they get in major accidents and, they're rupturing organs and they're breaking femurs and major stuff and emergency ER.
I noticed that every time you talk about a big medical thing, you always talk about breaking a femur.
It's the only bone I know.
You go right to the femur.
The femur. Well, it's a big bone. Joe Theismann, man. You remember that?
It's the largest bone in the body.
Yeah. So when you
Something else.
when you break that, so imagine these people what they go through the emergency response. You're in the OR, the whole thing. Get through the other side, and all the rehab that happens. Did you see what was the quarterback for
Matt Dorman? Matt Dorman stopped by to say, "Hey, dude, how you doing?
How you doing, Matty?"
Well, Michael said, "Truth is, I can't die. It's cancer twice, shot, stab, hip." What? When did all these other things happen?
How well do you know this guy? You've never mentioned he went through all that stuff.
We were in a band together when we were kids.
Apparently, you don't listen to your bandmates, man.
Glad I wasn't near him when he got shot at. Shit.
That's probably a good call.
My big head would have taken the bullet for sure.
You're an easy target, Kevin.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You could practice. People could practice on bowling balls. So when it came time to take a shot,
and have a better chance hitting me than you would the cantaloupe.
You do have a big noggin.
It's pretty, and I'm sitting too close to the freaking camera.
Why do you do that?
This shit. Stevie's been shot twice too. What fucking podcast are we hosting all of a sudden?
Stevie's a mobster, man. You know, he probably did that over getting his money for the vinyl that the store just sold and didn't give him his cash back. So thanks, Barbara. Appreciate that. Yeah. Get the colonoscopy. Yeah, there you go. Please. Lost my sister last summer. I'm so sorry.
Susie. I adore Susie Rosengard.
Could have saved her.
That with us.
He's going. He put it off. He put it off for a little bit, but you're in.
I got anxiety. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it.
I think the anxiety is an appropriate response. It's an unknown thing. It's scary. The anesthesia. First of all, the propofol they give you, man, that's a good sleep. It's
Isn't it propofol?
I don't know how to say it. Propofol.
I think you call it propofol.
What do I call it? Propofol. Propofol. Somebody tell me how to pronounce that. Somebody
you talk like your mouth's been numbed by a dentist. Or some oral work.
Maybe it's the opiates I'm coming off of. I call it Profilol, but it's not. It's Propilol with a P in there.
I don't fucking know what it's
Somebody
called.
give me the spelling of that, please. It'd be great.
Propofol.
Whatever you call it, it's an amazing sleep, man.
That's the shit that killed Michael Jackson.
Well, he killed him. He I would say he did it because it wasn't. He was choosing to stay in that. I understand. You know,
I think that's what killed Prince too, right? No,
yeah, I think they were all kind of using that as it's an escape, man.
Prince wore those little shoes. He had little feet. You know what they say about a guy with little feet?
Huh.
Little shoes. They do. Don't fuck around with a little guy with little feet.
It's a good Max joke.
Talk to Stevie about little feet.
Yeah, Stevie's got little feet.
I don't know. I'm just I mean, he and I are probably the same height. Hey, so what do you got going on this week? What are you doing? A whole bunch of like laying down?
Are you uncomfortable with the silence?
No, I'm just wondering what you're doing this week. Are you laying down?
Keeping the pacing going as if you were on stage.
Is this the first time you've been in your studio?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Jolie brought a guitar into the guest room for me, so I have a guitar in there.
Is this that new little trinket you picked up?
Oh, man, that's a beautiful guitar.
That little trinket?
Yeah, it's a matin.
What gift shop did you buy that in?
Because it's a mini guitar?
It's a little guitar, right?
Yeah, it's a parlor guitar. It's a mini.
Barbara, thank you so much. My migraine was just those couple days. I feel much better. Thanks for asking.
He still has it to this day.
I'm good. I'm good.
As you all know, he was plagued with that all through his childhood.
Right. Yeah, I had migraines all my life.
All the time. He spent most of his time in the bathtub underwater trying to release the pressure of the migraine. Nice. Can you do that into the microphone?
I tried doing it off the mic, but
it picked it right up.
Sorry, everybody.
It was great. And you're in my inner, so it was really. I felt like I was part of the phlegm. It really felt.
Well, thanks for joining us this week. You know, I put the link to join us a couple times in the comments, and nobody has joined the conversation.
Well, you haven't said it yet. You haven't announced it.
I'm intimidated by us. Post chemo, my hair just isn't coming back, and I'm thinking you're just shaving my head. Come on, listen, I am the poster child of shaving the head, and I think you should do it. You know, why not? Let it go, like Disney movie once said.
Yeah, I'll give you the other side of it. I mean, how does it make you feel if you have a little hair that's thinning because of the chemo, or you completely shave it and look like Kevin? You know, I think bald is kind of in.
He's not gonna look like me. He doesn't have a head this size. What are you talking about?
Does your head smell ever?
Does it smell?
Yeah. Oh, Denise came in.
I can't smell my fucking head. What do you think? My nose can get up there? Although, and my wife's going to hate me for this, and she knows where exactly I'm going. And this is something that she wouldn't talk to me after her bridal shower, because one of the questions is the people were trying to get to know, a little bit about our relationship. And one of the questions to me, they interviewed me, and then they made her answer the questions in front of all the guests that were there. Mm-hmm. And one of the questions are, what is something that we would think is? She's already writing no in the comments.
Keep going. Don't you got to? We're all in with you.
I got to protect that woman. That woman is my
Aaron.
life.
Let him say it. Come on, it's got to be good.
Let me say it now. I got to protect.
Well, this
her.
is you being vulnerable, but does it affect her though? That's the issue? It's not.
Well, there's like pheromones.
I can't imagine what it possibly could be. So pheromones.
She likes the way I smell. There's a natural body chemistry.
Even his head
smells my neck or something. She smells. She's got an olfactory gland like a basset hound. I mean, this woman's sense of smell is unlike anybody else I've ever met in my life. So she can smell. Listen, she can smell a dog shit from 3 blocks away. She's like, walking left because there's some dog shit over there. Can smell it.
When I first met her, she was like right away. She's like Acquadigio. She hates that particular cologne. I think it smells good, but
it gives her chlamydia. She doesn't like that.
Hey, you sent me. We have somebody that is going to tune in with us in a moment. Before we do that, I want to say hi to her. I want to hear about this no drug thing. That means there's a black market in New Zealand, by the way. So you sent me a picture of a piece of clay. I just have are you in a beef with your
not at all. We played golf. What do you mean I have a beef?
Because that's a funny thing, like, to think of, like, I saw clay and then the hand looked like a piece of shit.
I love how that's what you thought about.
Like, he must be in a fight with clay.
No.
All right. Bring her in, Kevin. Come on. She's waiting.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the little island of New Zealand. Denise Brown.
I don't talk like that,
Hi,
do they?
guys. Hi, everybody.
You're not working, Denise. What's going on? Are you on drugs?
I know, because I work with preschool children, and at the moment it's school holidays for your elementary level. So a lot of them have siblings, and it's also coming up to Easter weekend this weekend. So a lot of people have gone away on holiday.
Is it Easter this weekend?
This weekend, yeah. Same with you, isn't it?
It is, but I'm Jewish, so I can't ever keep track of when Easter happens.
It's around Passover. For you.
That's right. Yeah, see, I'm teasing people. Don't write any letters. I'm joking.
What's with the bunny rabbit in Easter? Do you have an opinion on that, Denise? Why is it a bunny rabbit?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think because it's eggs, but then bunny rabbits don't do eggs, do they? They do.
That's the point. Shouldn't it be chickens?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly.
Didn't Jesus come back as a bunny?
What is that?
Didn't Jesus come back as a bunny during the resurrection? I don't know the whole story. I'm just being silly again. Stop with the letters already. I'm joking. No disrespect.
So are you on Michael's drugs, Kevin?
drugs are illegal in New Zealand. Illicit drugs, right? Okay, so like marijuana.
Yeah, and it amazes me, like when I come to America and I have a lot of musician friends, and not just musician friends, but the friends that I know that take marijuana and stuff, and it just amazes me that it's so free.
Can you say that word again?
What word? Which
say
word?
Marijuana again.
Marijuana.
She said different. Yeah, it was cute the way you said it.
Marijuana,
yes,
my Kiwi accent.
Marijuana. Yeah, so that's unusual for you to see and be around, right?
Unusual. It's so and when I come over and I walk around, I mean, people say that you can smell it, but I don't know what it smells like.
Skunk. Smells like a skunk. You have skunks in New Zealand?
I convinced my 8-year-old son when we were on tour in Toronto, Canada, and you could smoke it there at the time, and we smelled the smell walking in the street, and he said, "Dad, what is that smell?" I said, "That's marijuana, and you are now high, and you are now on drugs." And he got very aggravated with me because I pushed it that he had been using drugs, and now that he walked through a cloud of smoke, that's the kind of father I am.
Terrible father. It's a terrible father.
Wonderful father.
So is there a black market there then? There must be. They must bring in drugs.
They do. They do. But if you're found out, you're in jail just like that.
Zero tolerance.
Oh yeah, zero tolerance. So if you,
What about
yeah,
the opiate issue that we had here in the
no,
United
it doesn't
States?
seem to be. No, it doesn't seem to be. Well, not that I know of,
Huh.
much of a problem in New
Wow.
I
Zealand
remember I
because
remember
they're
reading
so
a
strict.
sorry, I remember reading a sign when I got off the plane in Jakarta, Indonesia, the first time I visited there. And there was a huge sign in immigration when you were walking through to get the stamp and the passport that said, "No illegal drugs are allowed here. You will spend the rest of your life in prison if we find it." And there's just some countries that are just very, very
Yeah, they're very
proactively
strict
no
about that.
drugs.
Yeah. Oh
Ne-
yeah, for sure.
Nevada in the 70s, they used to have billboards on the highway, and it was like for a pot seed, you'd go to prison. So they
Wow.
were hardcore about it here too
Oh
for a
wow.
while. You know, marijuana is a different animal than it used to be. It's really powerful, and I know a lot of people have trouble getting off of it, and there's actually a withdrawal from it. I mean, it's so potent now. Back when I
Oh.
was a kid, it was light. You know, I mean, I used to seek out really potent marijuana, but you know, you paid for it. Now for I don't know $20, you're getting I don't know what they're selling. You get a quarter of an ounce, and it's really good pot. But I like that there's no drugs over there. That's kind of nice. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
yeah. Okay,
yeah.
I'm
It's a
coming.
strange world for me over there. That it's so free, and that most drugs, in some states, I know some states over there that, that it is legal, and that, or any like drugs like that can be legal, and you can, that it's free. People walking around with them and selling them on the streets, and shops
How's the
over there.
crime there?
Not too bad. I mean, we have the odd murder and beatings and fires and different things, but it's not too bad.
Prison
It's really
So,
good.
population? Got a couple
so
of
you're saying
prisons.
there's a
Oh
market for
yeah,
us to
yeah.
come over there and start some shit?
If they let you in the country,
There you go.
They're going to
they're
pull up
pretty
this.
they're pretty strict there.
They'll pull this
It is.
video
It's
up.
like it's more strict than Canada, I believe. Canada's pretty strict.
Oh, Canada's bad. I went to Vancouver one year, and at the airport, I was grilled. Why are you staying for 3 weeks? Where are you staying? What are your plans? What are you doing? I was like, oh my God.
And if you've ever been arrested for driving while intoxicated, you're not getting in that country.
Oh
Just like
wow.
Australia. You can't go to Australia, I don't think, either, if you've had a DUI. I remember when we were on tour,
Okay.
we
I
had to
don't know
kind of
about
do a
that.
deep dive on some of the crew people. Because the crew,
Okay.
they're always the ones that smell like dirt and alcohol.
Definitely. And tired and
Yeah, yeah.
drugged
It's
up
not
and
the band, it's always the crew.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Well, they do the hard
Mm,
work, really. I mean,
it's
they have to
true.
set up stages. They have to load,
True.
unload, and load up all your heavy gear and stuff.
They have to go pick out the guys and the girls that the band wants to sleep with for the end of the show.
That's
It's hard.
right.
It's hard. It's hard
That's
work.
back in the that was back in the 80s. Yeah, I don't think they do that now.
It's still happening, Denise. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Oh,
jealous, Michael.
really?
You've got me on the edge of
Yeah.
my
Come
seat.
on.
What's going
How
on?
do,
I got
how do
no.
you know?
I don't tour anymore. I don't. I
How did
can't.
you pull them with Vicks?
I was actually I was going to ask you two last time I was on.
Are you going to ask us a
How did you
question?
two
Wait.
meet?
Are
How
you going
did
to
you
ask?
two?
Are you going to ask us a question and then hang up on us? Is that what you're going to do? Is that what you're planning?
Not
Sneaky.
yet. Not yet.
How did you
How did
two
you?
meet? That's a great.
Yeah.
That's a great question that neither of us will answer. Actually,
How did Michael and I meet?
we met in
Yeah.
a bathhouse. Oh, you cut her off.
I didn't cut her off. You cut her.
I didn't touch
My
it.
hands are right here.
Oh, yeah. And she's back. Dude,
Okay.
you need to
My hands are
commit.
No, I didn't touch the button. You did.
Yeah,
Someone
see,
did over
Kevin
there.
did it. My hands were right
Kevin
here.
did
So
it.
Oh my!
Yeah.
yeah, we met in a
Okay, Kevin.
bathhouse. Yeah, there's a bathhouse in Commercial Center called
Yeah,
the
he was.
Green
He
Door
was washing me, and
for tips.
pressure wasn't just hard. It was too light, and it was
A
tickly.
regular
And I
thing.
don't like the tickle touch that Michael gives. I
I'm sorry.
like
Did you
it.
say the pressure wasn't hard enough?
It wasn't. I like a
Well,
firmer massage.
funnily enough, I know if you go to massage parlors over there, that means a different thing. But if you go to massage parlors here, you get a massage.
Yeah, no, I've mistakenly gone to one and really wanted a massage,
Oh.
and it turned out that they're like, does Little Head want massage too? I'm like, oh, I'm in the wrong joint for sure. And what do you mean by little? Yeah, so
That's a great
Those are
accent,
definitely
Michael.
illegal here too.
it's a little
What was
racist.
that? What was it? Polish? What were you doing? Couldn't tell.
I was reluctant to go all the way in the accent because I didn't want it to be racist. So
And I
listen,
called Jesus a bunny, and you think that's bad.
Kevin and I crossed paths. We both kind of started our residencies in Vegas kind of the same time, and we were doing a lot of promo that where we crossed and we saw one another. But he's wearing a sparkly jacket. I'm like, who's this guy with the white glasses? And I don't know if he even noticed me, but I think a couple of people had mentioned me to you because we had similar paths. So we were playing a celebrity poker tournament, I think at Notoriety. And Kevin finally broke the ice and came up to me and said, "Hey, man,
because he wouldn't. He wasn't ever walking up to me.
No, I was told we should know each other. So we hit it off, and then our wives hit it off. And truth be told, Denise, I don't care for Kevin. As I've gotten to know him deeper, like he's not my cup of tea, man. Yeah. So it's been a tumultuous relationship, and luckily Aaron his wife is a doll, and that's what keeps me kind of in the deal. Yeah, and Max is great, and then his other two kids, Noah and Gabby, they're great kids. Kevin is okay.
Take him or leave him.
Yeah.
Michael just said I didn't like his massages. That's why I kicked him out of the band. Michael, you'd still be in the band if you were giving me massages. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, you got to use your mouth, bro. That's a different story. All right.
And then the other question I was going to ask you is, how long have you both been in Vegas?
Kevin, go first.
I didn't hear anything. Was her microphone broken?
No, she said, how long have we both been in Vegas?
Oh, wow. I didn't hear that at all. I've been in Vegas. I moved here in the beautiful summer of 2022. So this is coming up on my third year in Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Michael's lived here his entire life. Almost.
I grew up here. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I moved for 15 years. I lived in Portland, Oregon for 6 years, in the Bay Area, San Francisco for 9 years, and then came back. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I hear it's beautiful up there.
Yeah, it is, and it's I don't think it's New Zealand, but we're gonna figure out a way to get over there and say hi to you. So
we should come do our podcast live in New Zealand. Is what we should do.
I should come out. Yeah, I should come over to Vegas. I always want to come to Vegas.
Well, we look forward to seeing you come again. Thanks for being on with us today, Denise. Okay, so that was not
your hand is on the mouse. I'm watching.
I didn't do it.
Your hand was just on the mouse.
I didn't do it.
Been right here the whole freaking time.
We're like rude to people. It's you just cut people off. It's like bye bye.
How do you think our relationship is with each other? It's rude.
Yeah.
We're just rude to each other.
Say hi to Billy. William Gallagher. Hello. What's up, everyone?
I'm not saying hi to Billy anymore. He didn't ever respond to my text.
Billy's busy. Dude, Billy got a hold on. Billy got a promotion, man, and it's taking up a lot of his time. So
yeah, I get it. Okay, right. Yeah, it's so hard to respond to a text message, and no matter how busy
he ghosted a text. That's not.
He ghosted a text. Let me bring up the text. Let me
bring it up. Let me see the thread.
Let's see how long ago it was. Right. Let's talk about this.
What was it for? Oh, it was when you had the Caesars gig, the deal.
No, I just wanted a recommendation for something, and the guy couldn't even say, "Hey, Kev, I'm busy."
Oh, Billy, that's bullshit. But don't be hating on my boy. He's fucking busy, man.
I don't give a shit if he's busy. I'm busy too, motherfucker.
Wow. Yeah. See, you're
why
all
are you
good.
redlining?
You're all good until it doesn't go your way, huh?
Oh, no, that's not true at all. I believe that when one person reaches out, the other person has a responsibility to answer, no matter how busy they are.
Yeah.
Period.
Debbie Murphy. Yeah.
Hi,
Thank you
Deb.
for being here. She enjoys your banter. Not mine, just yours. Oh, banter's two people, huh? It's a dance. Yeah, it's sweet.
Well, Kevin and Michael were mentioned in the sentence before that, so that would mean your is indicative of the ownership of the two people prior. I'll come over to teach you English next week if you want me to.
I never claimed to be.
Is English your third language? What is it?
It's my first, but I was never. I remember when I went to college briefly, and in the English class they wanted us to write 3 essays a week. I was like, I'm out. I'm a writer. Like, why would I have done that? It was too overwhelming for me. Too much. But yeah, no, I'm limited with the English language, and I'm very limited to the other languages of the planet. Okay, dude. Did you see those broads went up to space, huh?
I didn't hear anything about it. Why don't you tell me? Bring me up to speed. What happened?
I don't know. Some billionaire guy got a rocket, right? He got a rocket.
They put some broads in space. How funny is it that the rocket shaped like a penis took a bunch of chicks into space?
They put a bunch of broads in the penis-shaped rocket. This guy, the Amazon guy, loaded, right? He shoots them up, and they don't even really go to space. They're kind of in space. They're calling it space. Technically,
it is the
space.
Edge, right? They're on the edge
it's
of
the
space.
edge. They get a couple of seconds of weightlessness. Yeah.
It costs $1 million a minute,
man,
to ride in that penis.
Yeah, well, good penis.
Some might disagree.
I wonder if time feels longer or shorter. Doing something that. Talk about we're going in. You're going for a colonoscopy. How about getting in a rocket and shooting? I mean, that's pretty scary shit, right?
Would you do it
for free? Yeah.
No. Yeah. Let's just say.
Yeah. I jump out of airplanes.
Hypothetically, 100%. You were an important person.
I would say.
Let's just pretend you were somebody important, right? That people actually really give a fuck about. Like, let's just say.
It's hurtful, man.
Stop it. No, let's just say, and you got a ride in the penis up into the 62-mile range. You'd go do it?
Let's just call a spade a spade. It's a cock. It's a cock rocket.
Well, you would go do it.
100%. Oh, yeah. Well, I have one question. So how many times have you guys done this? I might ask that before I get in the rocket.
Who's the pilot?
How many of these crashed before? Like, how many successful versus crashing before you decided it was okay? I would not have gone down in that submarine deal, that bullshit, down to the Titanic. That's not my game. But to shoot me up to space and back, fuck yeah, man! I'm in all the way, baby. Come on, that's exciting. That's adrenaline. That's like, I mean, to be underwater and a little.
Why wouldn't you go down to the Titanic?
No, it's not my jam, man. Not my jam. Well, I can see it. Because I can see it. First of all, you're in a tube. You're looking at a little port, right? What's the difference between doing that and it's not like you get to go out and hang around the Titanic?
So you're saying you get to go out and hang out in space? That's why you'd go do that?
No, but like think about the what you're feeling, the amount of G's that, I mean, it's just a different experience. And just the idea that you're thousands of pounds of thrusting behind you, and just that whole it's a ride, man. It's a ride.
Listen to you talk about thousands of pounds of thrusting in G spots. This is turned into a very different conversation.
You called it a cock rocket, so I did that. So hey, Jeannie, there she is. Look at that.
Michael said that's a tall, warm glass of nope for him. He wouldn't take that ride to outer space. I don't think for anything, if I'm correct. And
I'm surprised from a cancer survivor. Yeah, Gene.
You know what? You're going to be surprised.
Because good to hear from you. Haven't seen
Thanks
you.
for asking me how I would feel about it.
Hold on, we're gonna get to you now. So, would you go up in that thing?
In a heartbeat.
Yeah. What about the submarine stuff going deep down?
No.
What's the difference in the two for you?
I mean, because I could, if I'm looking through a little port, what matter? Why would it matter if I was watching it like on the internet? Like, there's no experience that.
Honestly, what is your true feeling around that? Don't plagiarize my shit.
I would do a submarine. I would go down there.
So, yeah, I mean, submarines are interesting, right? I mean, I think that was more like a little pod kind of a thing. I would like to go down. I'd rather look at sea life.
Dude, it was powered by a freaking PlayStation 4 controller. There's something that wasn't right about that.
A little
right?
amateur-y, huh?
Amateur hour with the Captain Spartacus down there and shit. Like,
I don't think that the pod, that the spaceship they went up, it had any controllers in it, right? They're not controlling anything. I think it's all
controlled off-site, probably.
Yeah,
right?
probably on the ground. Yeah, that's
computer.
Crazy. Man, what a world we're in. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, back to the glasses you were talking about.
Yeah.
Bring me back.
Wait, hold on. I don't know what's going on there. There we go. Sorry.
You talked about the Ray-Ban. What's the company that put the? Is it Apple? Who's got the?
Ray-Ban has a partnership with Meta, who is
Meta. Okay.
Facebook, and they have now
they've been out for a while.
They do like a POV thing, right?
So I was telling you that these young kids took that and then they used AI to coded it to create an instantaneous to tell you who people are. So you're looking at people through them and boom on your device. That's Kevin Suker. He's the Docksiders. He's, whatever information you have online, it all gathers it instantaneous. That's how fast it is. It's dangerous, man. It's a little bit, there's a privacy issue with that, I would say. So I'm canceling everything.
Like the internet's so private already, right? Like,
no, you're right. You're right.
You can get anything on anybody. As a matter of fact, I saw what you ordered for dinner last night.
No, you didn't, because I didn't order dinner last night.
I saw it. It came to me I get an email update up. Am I keeping you from something?
No, I feel just a moment. My legs starting to hurt a little bit and a little nauseous. Yeah.
Should we hang up on each other?
No, don't hang up yet. Oh, yeah, so this is where it's going to freaking, Jesus Christ.
You better be careful. That chair's going to slide out from behind you.
That would be some great TV. So, yeah, now we're hitting sixes right here now, right? Because I've been.
Can you bend down a little bit more? A little more. Yeah, I can't see you right there.
Oh, fuck, man.
How straight is that? Turn to the side once.
It's straight.
Can you turn to the side? Let's see how straight that is.
Hold on. I'm stuck here.
Yeah, that's not too bad. There's a little bend in there. Hey, can you put your right foot in? Can you put your right foot out?
That's my left foot in. That felt good.
Can you put your right foot in and shake it all about?
Everybody, if you're going to have surgery, do the physical therapy. Work hard at it. Fight through the pain. It's where the magic is happening. So,
yeah, the magic is in the pain. Stay in the sphere of pain.
Dave Holmes, hold on a minute, man. Dave Holmes, dude, there's a link in the comments. Please come in right now. Hit the link and come in and join us. I haven't seen Dave in a while. Dave,
is that John's brother?
Wasn't he a porn star, John Holmes?
I think so. Yeah.
Ooh, throbbing now. Dave Holmes, man, come on, dude. Hit the link. Click on the link and come join us, man. Don't let me down, man. I want to introduce you to my, as Kevin would say, my dear friend Kevin, my dear friend Dave.
Here we go.
Yeah. More penis, please. Jesus Christ, Barbara Brighton. Oh man, she's a tall order, right? Let's see. Bring her in. Look at this comment.
What does that mean? A tall order? I already put that up there. The more penis, please.
Oh, you did? I didn't. Is it what I was putting my step in?
Yeah, you were on a rant.
Dave Holmes, dude, come on, man. If you're watching, tune in on this. Oh,
you were talking to hear yourself at that point. What's going on, dude? What's going on? Why don't you go lay down? Let's hang up and go take care of yourself.
Yeah, I'm hoping Dave will chime in on us, but he won't. He won't do it.
Who's Dave Holmes?
Dave Holmes is a drummer, a friend of mine up in Vancouver, Washington, that I met through that guy that I moved in with, Jason Williams, who I went on tour with Great White. We were in the Fire together, right? So Dave was a buddy of his and played in bands around there. I think they may have played in a band or two. And I played. Oh, Link, he has a question mark. Where's the look down the comments, Dave? You'll see a little Lavender. It's a StreamYard.com link.
Put the link in the comments 4 times today already.
It's right below. Yeah.
Just leave Barbara's comment up for the rest of the show.
Dave, do you see it? There's a comment right behind you. It shows the link, a little Lavender podcast, and it's StreamYard.com. Click on that, buddy. You'll make my day. I'm dying, so make my day. Yeah, the dying thing worked pretty good before the podcast, by the way.
Why are you so excessive with this, man? Come on.
With death?
I mean, come on. It doesn't hurt that bad.
I think that
it's not hurting me at all.
What's not?
Your knee.
Oh, good. I wouldn't want you to have this pain. Come on, Dave. Dave, are you struggling here? How long does it take? Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. Dave's
AOL isn't connecting to dial-up right now.
It was Vancouver, Washington. I don't know if he's still in Vancouver, but that's it would be. I wouldn't be surprised if it's dial-up. Come on, Dave Holmes. Come on, Dave. Come on. I like this one. Link? Question mark? Yeah, there's a link, dude, in the comments. All right, he's not going to join us. I'm going to give him 30 seconds. 30 seconds. We're counting down. Let's go here. Come on, Dave. You got 26 seconds. 25 seconds. All right.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. And then Kevin will just hang up on everybody, just like that. It's one of those things. As soon as he comes on, just hang up. Come on, Dave Holmes. He's a good dude, man.
What was he texting you?
No, we don't text. I haven't talked to him in quite a while. Oh, we text. Do we text? I don't know if we text. So, all right. Listen, man, it's been great, dude.
Has it?
We should have bumped